Hi friends. Iran's nuclear program. It's a subject of intense international scrutiny and debate. A program shrouded in complexity and geopolitical significance. Is more than centrifuges and uranium. It represents a nation's aspirations and its place on the world stage. It's a story of national pride, security, and influence in a volatile region. A region constantly reshaped by conflict and competition. Tehran claims peaceful intentions, asserting its right to develop nuclear technology for energy and medical purposes. But the West remains skeptical, carefully monitoring Iran's activities and intentions, citing Iran's history of secrecy and regional ambitions, raising concerns about the true nature of its nuclear pursuits. A nuclear-capable Iran could upend the Middle East's balance of power, potentially triggering a new era of instability and conflict, forcing nations worldwide to rethink their strategies, reassess their alliances, and prepare for a dramatically altered geopolitical landscape. For some, Iran's pursuit is a symbol of resistance and scientific achievement, a testament to its resilience in the face of international pressure. For others, especially Sunni Arab states, it's a threat to their security, a potential catalyst for a dangerous arms race in an already volatile region. The program's impact stretches globally, affecting energy markets, with potential ripple effects on the world economy, and drawing in powers like the US, China, and Russia, each with their own strategic interests and agendas. The US seeks to contain Iran through sanctions and diplomacy, hoping to prevent the further development of its nuclear capabilities, fearing a regional arms race. China, meanwhile, sees opportunity deepening ties with Iran and expanding its influence, challenging the existing global order. The stakes are high, the future of regional stability and global security hangs in the balance. The Islamic world's reaction to Iran's nuclear ambitions is complex and multifaceted, shaped by a variety of factors. It reveals deep-seated Sunni-Shia divisions that have defined regional politics for decades. These divisions influence how different actors perceive the Iranian nuclear program. Shia groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Assad regime in Syria, close allies of Iran, see a nuclear Iran as a shield against common enemies and a source of strength, potentially altering the balance of power in their favor. On the other hand, Sunni-led states, particularly Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Bahrain, view it with deep suspicion, seeing it as a vehicle for Iranian expansionism, a challenge to their regional influence, and a direct threat to their security. This fundamental rivalry, rooted in historical and theological differences, turns what should be a straightforward security issue into a complex sectarian struggle, fueling proxy wars across the region and fostering deep-seated mistrust between the two major branches of Islam. The fear of Iranian dominance and its potential nuclear capabilities has even led some Arab states, driven by shared concerns, to quietly cooperate with Israel, a significant shift in regional dynamics. The prospect of a nuclear domino effect looms large, because if Iran crosses the nuclear threshold and develops a weapon, other nations in the region may feel compelled to follow suit, escalating the risk of nuclear proliferation and further destabilizing an already volatile region. The region stands at a critical crossroads, with this intense sectarian rivalry threatening to plunge it into even deeper peril and uncertainty. Iran's nuclear progress risks igniting a regional arms race. Saudi Arabia has openly declared it will seek nuclear weapons if Iran does, likely prompting Egypt and Turkey to follow. This nuclear shadow intensifies proxy wars, with Iran and Saudi Arabia backing opposing sides from Yemen to Lebanon. A nuclear Iran could embolden its proxies, escalating conflicts and making peace even harder to achieve. The Strait of Hormuz, vital for global oil, becomes a flashpoint. Any threat there shakes world markets. Instead of cooperation, fear and suspicion deepen regional divides. Every move is scrutinized through the lens of the nuclear issue, locking the Middle East in a cycle of crisis. The specter of nuclear confrontation grows ever larger. For Israel, Iran's nuclear program is an existential threat, shaped by hostile rhetoric and Iran's support for anti-Israel groups. Israel has responded with covert operations, cyber attacks, and targeted strikes to delay Iran's progress. The US shares Israel's concerns, fearing a collapse of the global non-proliferation regime and a regional arms race. This has forged a strong, if sometimes tense, US-Israel alliance focused on preventing a nuclear Iran. Washington leans on diplomacy and sanctions, while Israel insists on a credible military threat. This dual approach, diplomacy backed by force, defines the Western strategy. The stakes, not just regional stability, but the credibility of global security frameworks. The world watches, knowing a misstep could have catastrophic consequences. While the West seeks containment through sanctions and diplomatic pressure, a strategy aimed at limiting Iran's nuclear capabilities and regional influence, China sees a strategic opportunity in Iran, viewing the nation as a key partner in its broader geopolitical ambitions. China actively maintains robust economic ties with Iran, providing a vital lifeline to the Iranian economy. This economic partnership undermines Western sanctions, offering Iran a crucial market for its resources, and simultaneously boosting China's own influence in the region. Officially, China publicly supports nuclear non-proliferation, adhering to international norms and agreements. However, China also strategically positions itself as a neutral mediator in the region's complex disputes, brokering deals and carefully balancing relations with both Iran and its regional rivals like Saudi Arabia, showcasing its diplomatic prowess. This multifaceted approach enhances China's global standing as a responsible power and, crucially, secures its long-term energy needs. Within the broader Muslim world, Iran's nuclear program sparks intense debate and varying opinions. Is it a symbol of national strength and technological advancement, or a dangerous source of division and potential conflict within the region? Staunch supporters view it as a necessary deterrent against external threats and a symbol of national self-reliance and pride, while critics, particularly within rival nations, warn of the potential for deepening sectarian rifts and a catastrophic arms race across the Middle East. The dilemma is not just a political calculation, but a profound moral question that resonates throughout the region. Does nuclear ambition ultimately protect the region from external aggression, or does it doom it to a future of instability and potential devastation? The answer to this critical question will undoubtedly shape the future of the Middle East and the lives of generations to come.